For 2 years, I've been collecting wax out of my hives, and I've never used it for anything. But I've come up with, well, I've learned something. I want to make this, and we'll see how it goes. You'll follow along on this process with me. I'm going to make some beeswax and mineral oil furniture polish. Now, this furniture polish, because it's made with mineral oil, is food safe, and so it can be used to polish up your cutting boards and wood spoons and other wooden cooking utensils. So what I'm going to use is I'm going to measure out of this block 75 grams of beeswax, and then I will mix it with 300 grams of this. I got this at Home Depot. It's called cutting board oil by Howard, but it's really 100% mineral oil with a little bit of vitamin E added. It's food safe and can be used for this purpose. So let's make some furniture oil. This is everything measured out, so that's 75 grams of beeswax, 300 grams of mineral oil, which turned out to be exactly this entire bottle of oil. So the next step is I'm going to melt this wax in a double boiler. Once that's melted, I will add the mineral oil, mix it gently together over the double boiler, and then we will pour it into our containers that we're going to keep it in. Time to do the double boiler. So we got the water at a simmer. I'm just going to put my metal bowl in there. It just fits right above the surface of the simmering water. And I will put all of the wax in. Get these last few pieces. And we will just let that melt away. It's melting away. I've just got it on medium-low heat because I don't want any water to come up over the edge. Just taking it easy, getting everything melted in. It really smells nice in here. It took about 5 minutes to get it fully melted, so now we're just going to pour in the mineral oil, keep it over the heat, and stir it until it's all incorporated together. So one thing I noticed when I poured the cold mineral oil in is it re-solidified all of the melted wax. So now it's this kind of egg drop looking mixture, egg drop soup looking mixture. I'm just gonna keep heating it up until it's all melted back together again. While the oil and wax melt together, I'll quickly show you what I'm gonna pour the mixture into. It's just these little tins. I've had these for a while. I bought them to store spices. These are just leftovers. So I'll pour a little bit into each tin. Has a little screw-on lid, and we'll be able to use that, give them as gifts. I don't know what we'll do. It is all melted together. So in total, it's taken a little less than 10 minutes to melt the beeswax, add the mineral oil, and get it all mixed together nicely. Now I'm gonna pour this mixture into those little tins that I just showed you, but I'm not gonna show you the process because I'm filming this by myself and I need 2 hands to do the pouring. So you'll see this again once it's in the tins. There it is. So I got 3 of these nice and full, and this one has kind of the leftovers, and it's okay because there were some impurities in the bottom. And I was able to leave most of those impurities in the bowl. Some of them, though, made it into this final jar, but the rest of them, those 3 look pretty clean. There's some impurities at the bottom, but they'll settle to the bottom. Anyway, now we just let that sit for like an hour and solidify. It's been a little less than an hour, and they've all pretty well solidified. So I'm just gonna cap these up, but to kind of give everybody a peek at how it works, I'm just gonna take this little kind of unfilled one, and I'm just going to take a little bit of the polish on just a paper towel here, and it just rubs on. And because the polish is food safe, there you go. Maybe I'll try it on something else that might show better, show the sheen better. So this is the back of a wooden spoon, and I polished this bottom half and haven't polished the top half, but that's what it looks like. Not too shabby. That seemed to turn out pretty well. I've used it, it shines things up really nicely. It makes your hands feel really nice. And I've done a lot of reading online, and that's basically the same recipe you use for any type of beeswax polish. I use the mineral oil because it's safe to eat off of that polish because it's just beeswax and food grade mineral oil. Some people use olive oil, I've read, but I was concerned that using olive oil increases the likelihood of the polish going rancid quickly. Also, I'm not sure I wanted that olive smell. But I've seen other people use like tung oil or other types of furniture oils with the wax in basically the same proportions. And you can make you can make polishes to use on furniture and other things that aren't food related. But like I said, I used the mineral oil because I wanted to use this on my wooden spoons, cutting boards, and other wooden implements in the kitchen. So there you go. My very first use of beeswax that I've pulled out of the hives. Now I have to just try to find a few other uses for it.